Today, a trip back in time with these old vintage Lonsdale boxing gloves by order of Fit to Box channel. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Simon and this is Fit to Box channel, where we review all the latest gear that comes for boxing as well as some of the older stuff. So these have been lent to me by a friend. I thought it'd be an interesting video for us to have a look at a boxing glove from the past, and I will be comparing the boxing gloves here with boxing gloves that are today. Now, a few weeks back I actually bought on eBay these gloves here, and these are the actual gloves that I had when I was a kid. Not the actuals as in these are the gloves, but the actual style. So my very first boxing gloves that I owned, probably when I was about 7, was these ones here. And then a friend of mine mentioned that he'd seen these gloves and would I want to do a review, and I said yeah, I think it'd be great for the viewers to see. So let me just show you here, and we've got these dark brown leather Lonsdale gloves. Okay, obviously in the lace up, that lace is not original, I've put that on there, and as you can see you've got no attached thumbs there. Okay, so thumbing would have been a tactic, which obviously you know my views on thumbing now, but in those days, look at the size of the thumb. Probably got more chance of hitting them with the thumb than the actual knuckle. So as I bring that round, now my best guess is these probably was made in the 1960s or maybe 70s. I would also say that I think they were probably made in England. Price wise, I don't know what they would have been at the time, and I certainly don't know what they would be worth now. But I do think that they are a fascinating vintage glove from Lonsdale. So Lonsdale, a brand that started, they opened a shop in 1960 in London, and Lonsdale of course is still about in Sports Direct, selling sort of high-end gear as well as the cheaper stuff. So people are aware of the Lonsdale brand even today. So as you just look at the gloves, let's have a look first of all at the knuckle. So the knuckle area, you've got a lot of padding, it's really soft and it's big as well. So these are sort of for safety sparring, I would say. You can see the leather there. Obviously this is an old leather in that dark brown. Then we come on to that massive thumb. Of course, no need in those days to be bothered with the thumb attachment. So as you can see how huge that thumb is, and a lot of movement in that thumb as well. Let's come on to the wrist. Of course, you've got the 3 bumps there. Modern day boxing gloves, again, still use the 3 bumps as this prize ring glove has here. And it's a great way not only then to secure the wrist, but to secure the wrist now that it is still as effective. So let's just move that to one side. Okay, so that wrist, as I say, you've got the padding at the front like you see on modern day gloves, and also at the rear with that label, Lonsdale label, pre them having the Lonsdale lion on, I would say, from that. And then as I bring it round, you can see the face of the glove. These gloves open up very, very easily when it comes to opening the hands. And you've got a grip bar there, a grip bar from the times when grip bars were grip bars. So that is a really sort of nice grip bar. Does its job. You can feel it when you've got it in a fist and you're gripping onto it. Then of course as you come down you can see the stitching. So yeah, this is an old glove, but you can see the stitching, you know, by today's standard was a bit wayward there, and also down the bottom, you know, a bit rough there. You know, if there's obviously you're going to have some little sort of threads that are up there now after all these years, but the initial sewing, you can see, I think the seamstress might have had a little bit to drink while she was making these. And then on the other one as well, again, sort of neat, and then suddenly the alcohol sort of kicked in about there. But as you can see, you've got inside there, if I can show you, it's got that leather but you've also got right in there, you've got that canvas as well, which it's not super soft, but it's not as uncomfortable as you would imagine. That canvas there, it just looks like the canvas on old sacks. But yeah, what a really, really nice pair of old boxing gloves from an era gone by. So here we are at the weigh-in. These gloves have got no labels on the inside and no ounce indicator on the outside. So I would presume that there was 16 ounce, but I don't know. So I would think that they are definitely training gloves. Let's put that one first on there. 14.9 ounce. I don't know if that would be original sort of ounce, but it may be over time it's lost a little bit of weight. And then the next one, 15 ounce. So they're pretty close when it comes to the ounces. It's just we don't know whether or not they should be 14 ounce, 16 ounce, or they are a massive 10 ounce glove. So when it comes to comfort, these gloves are surprisingly comfortable. Obviously, when you look at them, they don't look comfortable, but when you've got your hand in there, they do. You can open your hand up fine, no problem. Obviously, this thumb is sticking out there. Obviously, you can move that thumb as well. But in terms of comfort, the finger area is really flat. You can feel the leather, that's comfortable. There's no pinching at the rear knuckles of the front there, which you get a lot with some modern day gloves. The thumb, although it sticks out that far, is comfortable. Of course, modern day gloves do have to be tucked in like that with the attachment to stop that thumb in. When it comes to the knuckle, it's a soft knuckle, it's a big punch surface and very protective on the hands. So this would be like a safety spar glove. So this is not like a Clayton Reyes, which would be a hard spar glove. This is well padded, as you can see, across not only the knuckle, but all at the rear of the glove as well. On the wrist, see how I've been able to use those laces to fully utilise that padded wrist there. And again, that feels like a secure wrist. Again, let's go on to the other one. And the other one is the same, a very comfortable glove considering what it looks like. So yeah, finger pads fine, behind the finger, first finger knuckle fine, again thumb totally comfortable, and yet in the wrist all comfortable. And inside the actual lining as well, it is made of like a canvasy type material, but again it doesn't feel uncomfortable on the hands. So back in the day these would have been used for the sparring, perhaps used on bags as well. My only thing would be now, you obviously couldn't use them for sparring because of those massive thumbs. I mean, they are huge thumbs. Majority of the weight of the gloves seems to be in the thumbs there. So obviously I can't do a fit to box card, but style, obviously these have got their own classic style. Some people will love them, some people will hate them. Comfort, as I say, they are very comfortable, surprisingly comfortable for how they look. Durability, well, these are years and years old. I don't think that these have been used a tremendous amount, but they have stood the test of time. Sparring, yeah, in terms of the punch surface, I think that would have been, you know, a good sparring glove, although obviously the thumb's not acceptable anymore. I wonder how many detached retinas these have caused in their day. I don't even want to think about that. And then on the bag, yeah, you can make a really good fist. It would be good on the bag. Value for money, as I say, I'm not sure how much these would have been at the time or even how much they are now. I mean, you know, imagine if they're worth a lot of money and I've got them here. Anyway, I'm going to give them back to the owner, so perhaps he can take them to the Antiques Roadshow and find out. But yeah, great to sort of have a look at them. You know, there is some companies out there that are doing retro glove designs. So Top Boxer do some. There's also a couple of new companies that have come out and they're doing a similar thing in sort of the old brown with the thumb attachments and that sort of design. As I say, some will love, some will hate, but it is fascinating to see how boxing gloves have evolved over the years. So I just wanted to bring you that. I hope you enjoyed it. Something different today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.